In a town called Wingdale, New York, there's a hunting lodge called Leather Hill Preserve. It's owned by a group of hunters that includes the president's sons, Eric and Don Jr., and they go there on the weekends to shoot rifles, use a rifle range, and hunt deer. For about the last 3 years, the Washington Post has now learned the place has been maintained by a worker who's an undocumented Mexican immigrant named Juan Quintero.
Si iba un lunes, digamos, como yo sabía que estaba en fin de semana, ir a revisar el garage, que si las motos estaban limpias o sucias. Si el pasto estaba largo, echarle una cortadita al pasto. Serme responsable de una finca así, una propiedad así, era por primera vez y se siente como un reto nuevo en la vida. Un honor, o sea, uno se siente contento de decir, oh, wow, yo estoy trabajando para el hijo del presidente, su propiedad de él.
Quintero first started working using fraudulent documents at a golf club in Hopewell Junction, New York. That golf club was bought in 2010 by the Trump Organization, which it turned it into the Trump National Golf Club, Hudson Valley. In 2016, one of his bosses at the golf club asked if he'd like to make a little extra money on the side working for this group that included Eric Trump. So he took this side job at Leather Hill Preserve and he signed a contract that said, quote, he will not disclose to anyone and always keep secret, unquote, all details about his work there. Shortly after he started there, he got to meet Eric Trump for the first time.
No, pues ese día para mí fue impresionante, digamos, algo que no me esperaba al llegar. Encontrarme al servicio secreto y yo no sabía que me iba a encontrar con Eric, de lo que se iba a hacer y todo eso, pues sí fue algo, una sorpresa para mí estar con él y estar unos 10, 15 minutos conversando con él fue algo que especial, digamos, algo que...
Eric Trump and Quintero would go on to exchange a number of text messages about the property over the course of a few months. You can see here Eric's name is misspelled, but we can confirm that the number being used here is Eric Trump's cell phone number.
Aquí tengo unas conversaciones de Eric, saludándome cómo estaba, que si todo estaba bien, nomás para decirme cómo seguían las plantaciones, y saludándome que todo estuviera bien y que si necesitaba algo, que le dijera. Cortos mensajes.
Quintero says his legal status was never an issue at the Leather Hill Preserve until one day when Jeffrey Ferraro, who was another owner of the place, asked Quintero for his social security number so he could get him a corporate card.
Hubo esa ocasión de que quisieron darme una tarjeta de crédito a mi nombre y me escribe, me dice por texto, me manda por texto, oh, quiero su Social Security para darte tu tarjeta y es cuando yo digo, no tengo, o sea, entre mí digo, no tengo, no. Sí, ahí pienso que de ahí supieron que pues yo ya no tenía papeles.
Quintero says he did never answer the questions. He never told Ferraro anything directly about his legal status. But a few weeks later, he found a card waiting for him at the property. It has the name Jason Decker and Leather Hill Preserve. Quintero says he doesn't know who obtained it for him and he doesn't actually know who Jason Decker is, but he was able to use the credit card to buy supplies. The Post has asked Jeffrey Ferraro and Eric Trump why they issued a credit card to Quintero in somebody else's name. We've also asked them when they knew or if they knew that Quintero was working here illegally. Neither Eric Trump nor Ferraro has responded to those questions.
Around a dozen undocumented immigrants have been fired from President Trump's New York golf course.
Starting in January, the Trump Organization began firing undocumented workers at a number of its golf courses around the country. It describes these firings as a result of a new internal audit which looked at documents, immigration documents. Some of them had been provided years and years before. They looked at those documents and found them to be fraudulent. Quintero was one of many fired.
Y mi persona, como soy yo el sostén de la casa, digo, ¿qué voy a hacer ahorita? Me quedé, de los 2 trabajos que tenía, me quedo sin ningún trabajo. Hay que empezar de cero otra vez. Y los niños me preguntan, no, dice Dari, ¿qué haces aquí? No, voy a trabajar y ya empiezan ahí preguntas. Duele a decirles, oh, es que no tengo este papel, no tengo papeles, o el grande lo entiende, lo dice, oh, no, sí, que te van a deportar. Le digo, no, esperemos que no pase eso.
We're talking about an invasion of our country with drugs, with human traffickers, with all types of criminals and gangs.
pero quiero que se reconozca lo bueno que hacemos. Somos personas como dice que somos, malas, violadores, narcotraficantes, o todo lo peor que nos dicen de nosotros, ¿no? Y más que es como la compañía del presidente más que nada, para que vea que la gente que él piensa que como somos todo lo contrario, digamos. Somos que aportamos trabajo, hacemos nuestro trabajo,